What's up? What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel, Sports Life, Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel, YouTube's #1 couch detective, and I'm here for the music news. And here recently, there's been a huge rap beef battle that has taken over between J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and Drake. Now, obviously, Kendrick Lamar released a song with Future and Metro Boomin. That was an absolute banger. I said it from the very beginning. I was like, damn, this shit hard. Everybody loved it. The beat was extraordinary. And Kendrick Lamar absolutely ripped the verse in half, and he actually, for the first time out of any of these guys, actually said, F the sneak dissing. I'm done with the subliminals with you boys. I'm ready to go full bore and wage a full-scale war. And most people, even in the moment, didn't really truly feel like it was aimed at J. Cole, but he did catch some strays. Nobody can deny it. He caught some strays. But none of us really felt like it was aimed at J. Cole. Most people knew that Kendrick wants Drake. Period, point blank. He always have. When he dropped the Control verse, Drake said he seen Kendrick a few days later, and he said, hey, man, what's that all about? What's going on such and such? He said, oh, no, man, it's just rap. And he wasn't lying. It's just rap. But what I'm starting to notice about Kendrick is he really wants it with Drake, and Drake won't jump out the window. He'll just do interviews and subliminals. That's all he'll do. Like when he made the Control verse, Drake didn't jump out the window. Drake didn't jump off the porch and just go crazy, make a diss verse and say, don't ever mention my name. He thought twice. He said, well, won't you say such and such and such a... Well, Kendrick don't want to look like he's just starting nothing for nothing because it's going to look like he's a hater. So he doesn't want to do that. But he does truly believe he's the better rapper of the three. Who make better music? Everybody knows Drake make better overall music. But who's the better rapper is a totally different conversation. But Kendrick really wants him. But for some reason, J. Cole decided that he had to make a diss record. Now, J. Cole is a fantastic rapper. Top tier. He really is. Great talent. But the only thing is, in this video I made, J. Cole, it says J. Cole sends warning shot in a full-scale war with Kendrick. Now, the day that 7-minute drill came out, I said it immediately. That don't sound like a real diss. If you say you really love a nigga in a diss, you automatically lose. I said it in the video. The day he made it, I could tell that he didn't even believe the shit he was saying. When he was talking about clinching and holding guns and extensions, I said, damn, that don't even sound like Cole. So when he came out with the apology, I might be the only person who wasn't shocked. Because I said in the video, this don't sound like Cole. And Cole knows in his heart that To Pimp a Butterfly wasn't a bad album. He knows that, but he said it. So most people criticizing J. Cole to the umpteenth degree, they're roasting him to holy hell. Let's take a look at some of the things that's being said. J. Cole apologized for dissing. J. Cole, a B-I-T-C-H. It's over for J. Cole. It's an embarrassment. J. Cole, you even got white boys talking. Fuck, they do it talking. J. Cole, awful apology by some, I don't know who this loser is, but they got two loser white boys trying to criticize our shit. Dude, get out of here. J. Cole slapped the shit out of you. You got Kai. Kai said, nah, he don't want to hear it. You got No Life Shaq. Cole let us down. Let me say this about the black man and this let us down and this fandom shit. I'm so sick of Negroes who are fans of anything or anybody. Fan is just short for fanatic. The only thing you should be fanatical about is your kids, your wife, how you getting your money. You should be fanatical about that. You should never be the fan of a man. These man worshiping ass niggas make me sick. I'm so sick of them. It's okay to enjoy these people's talent and their art, but we don't know none of these people personally to get upset if they make a mistake or make a decision. J. Cole bowed out gracefully. Shout out to J. Cole for doing something that he knew he was going to be absolutely torched for. But I'm glad he did it. You know why? Because really Kendrick wants Drake. And I'm so glad that Drake has to face this shit one-on-one. Because let's be honest, goddammit, Drake ain't really like that. Drake is a great artist. He makes great music. But the nigga's a Nickelodeon nigga. He's a Canadian Nickelodeon milk and coffee ass nigga. He's a Canadian mixed milk and coffee nigga. Period, point blank. He's not like that. That ain't 50 Cent. This ain't Tupac we talking about. This is a certified fucking lover boy. I seen him recently with fingernail paint on his fucking nails. Kendrick is watching. You think Kendrick ain't sitting back watching this shit? Kendrick is going, personally, I could be wrong. You always leave room that you could be wrong. I'm just a man. But I think personally, Kendrick Lamar is going to absolutely destroy Drake. He's been waiting on Drake to jump off the porch and jump out the window for the longest. This shit put Drake in a terrible position because now Drake is faced this. He has to face this shit alone. And it looks like the other nigga tipped his cap and said, "No bueno, I'm good. No mas, no more. I don't really want to fight Kendrick. I really don't hate him. I really don't got nothing against him. I feel like he's my brother." And let's say this: we don't even know if he didn't. He might have talked to Drake. Kendrick. Kendrick might have told that nigga, "Hey, dog, you know that shit wasn't aimed at you." And I said, "Fuck the big three. It's just big me, nigga. That's because you on there with that nigga." But you know I got love for you, brother. But that other motherfucker, I ain't got no love for that weasel. That snake. Everybody in the industry, all the rappers are starting to turn on him. That don't mean they all right, but it means something. That nigga doing something behind the scenes that's turning people off. Or he's been at the top so long that you're gonna taste that people are sick of it and they trying to knock him off. Either way, that comes with the territory. But let's keep going through. J. Cole names his top 5 rappers of all time. Let's take a look at this little clip. Kendrick Lamar disses Drake and J. Cole. And let's take a look at this.
I'm excited that the decade's about to turn and we're going to see you can go that extra stretch. Awesome. Yeah. What the fuck, the big three? It's just big heat. I'm with it like that. Your best work is a like that. Little prince, I live like that. For all your dogs getting buried. That's the king of all these nines. He gonna see pet cemetery, man.
And what people don't understand about that verse, and people say, well, Kendrick throws rocks and hides his hand. He tends to dive behind people and he's scared. And it's not that. Kendrick has always wanted the beef with the top of the top, the creme de la creme. If he mentions other little guys like he did in the Control verse, he doesn't care if they respond. He's not going to respond to that shit. He feel like them niggas is trash rappers. Whenever Drake grows the nuts to jump out of the window and jump off the porch and make a full-fledged diss song, Kendrick is going to destroy this nigga. That's why he's so hesitant. If Future would have made a diss track where he was like truly dissing and openly dissing Drake would have made a diss song a week ago. He made a diss song a week ago against Future. Probably already got it wrote in Metro Boomin. But Kendrick Lamar's a different animal. He's a different beast. This nigga talent is supreme. It's better than Drake's when it comes to actually writing with the pen and coming up with clever ideas. That don't mean Drake is no pushover. I'm not saying that. But Drake is not really like that. I was talking to my partner the other day. Yesterday. I was talking to my partner yesterday, and I was telling him, I was like, bro, but from the age of 16 to the age of 25, nigga, that's who you are. You a stomp down ass nigga. You always been like that. That's your core. When this nigga was in high school, see, he said it himself. Drake said it out of his own mouth that he was being picked on. That he was the blunt of all jokes. That means he's always been a weenie type lollipop at his core. That's why when Pusha T got on his ass, he bowed out, talking about, I made a diss track, but it was so dark. It was so dark. That's if he even made a real diss track. And if it was dark, why you didn't put it out? Because he would have had to start lying on there and saying shit that he's not. The same thing that J. Cole did, but Cole, I give him a lot of credit. Cole realized that I'm not really, that's not the person I am. I'm 40 years old, 39, and that's not who I am. This nigga is lying to you. He's a Canadian who got picked on in high school, middle school and high school. Wheelchair Willie, this is a Nickelodeon nigga. And I don't want you to think that I don't like Drake music, because I do. I listen to it. Shit, I was just listening to I Got Money to Blow, I'm Getting It In, that shit. Fancy, one of my favorite songs of all time. One of my top 5. Better late than never, but never late is better. What a bar. Better late than never, but never late is better. Bars. So he got it, but he ain't that type of nigga. He ain't from the south side of Chicago. He ain't from West Dallas. He ain't from Opelika in Miami. He ain't from fucking Compton or Watts. He ain't from Oak Park in Sacramento. This ain't no Fillmore 100 points a nigga out of San Francisco. This ain't one of them niggas who come from Detroit or Milwaukee or the streets of Cincinnati. This is not that. He's just a great artist. So it's going to be interesting to see how some of this stuff plays out. But let's keep looking at some of these other. I'm sorry, Kendrick. Like J. Cole apologizing was a bad move. A bad move for who? A bad move for who? Look at him. I was wrong. These fanboys, I swear to God, I've been talking about this for the longest. See, the internet, people, should be kind of new, but for 15 years I've been saying I'm sick of man worshipers. I'm sick of fanboys. I'm so sick of them, because what happens is when you a fan and you don't know a nigga or you don't know these people, they're gonna let you down. And then when they let you down, you're gonna turn on them. They turn on J. Cole, his own fans. Not all of them, but at least half is turned on him. Because he told to tell the truth. Entertainment and sports and all this shit is just full of lies. And somebody finally decides to come out and tell the truth and say, hey, you know what? I was wrong, man. I like Pimple Butterfly. I liked all his albums. Mr. Morales and the Big Stepper, maybe he wasn't a great, but 3 out of 4 classics, that's hard to do, man. That's basically what he's telling y'all. And he got out of the way, and I'm so glad he got out of the way. And I'm going to still listen to J. Cole like I always have. This type of shit don't make me no difference. And I'm not saying you can't make videos, because I'm making a video, but I'm trying to be objective and honest. I can't get mad at J. Cole for correcting what he feel like was a mistake. He probably didn't have nothing else bad to say about that man. What else so say Kendrick come back with a scathing diss track and obliterates him, and I don't really have nothing else left to say. All I can do is just lie. But look at this. Slim Thug expresses disappointment in J. Cole. Boy, the only motherfucker you should be disappointed in is your daddy and your kids, your wife, your mama, immediate family. If some shit go wrong, you could be disappointed in them. Fuck you doing disappointed in J. Cole. I ain't disappointed in no other grown man that I don't know. Now, he might know J. Cole, but if he was disappointed, he should have called him and let him know that. Why J. Cole, Keezy snaps about J. Cole apology. J. Cole, I'm sorry, kid. J. Cole pulled the softest move in hip hop history. Is that the softest move? Is that the softest move? We've had niggas who was in hip hop who said they were stumped down, gangsta ass niggas, and they got to the courthouse, and as soon as some shit went wrong, they started telling. That wasn't who they were. Softest move? I doubt it very seriously. I ain't gonna say it's the strongest move, but I'm gonna say I give him credit because I know he had to know what was gonna come with this. Look at this. This is pathetic. J. Cole career is over after apologizing to Kendrick Lamar. Poetic Flacco. This Poetic Flacco is a nigga who work at No Jumper. He can barely put a full fucking sentence together without stuttering. How a stuttering man, how the fuck a stuttering man can criticize a motherfucking musical genius? This is where we're at today. Is he still top 3 in the Clutch Entertainment? I actually watched one of their videos, which I watched one of their videos for the first time the other day when it was talking about the Kendrick verse, and then I checked back in when they was talking about the J. Cole verse. So that was the first 2 times I watched their video, and they went over the top for J. Cole. So when you go over the top and you fanboy out and you turn out to be wrong, you can't then look at yourself and say, hey, man, I might have went too far, such and such. You turn on J. Cole. J. Cole, I'm sorry. J. Cole is a BITC. Come on, brother. And the reason why I want to go over some of these clips, I'm not going to even click on some of this shit, because when you look at it, you realize that the black man, especially Negro males who are adults, fan out too hard. And like I've said before, it's not that you can't root for a team or enjoy a person's talent and music. But like I always say about sports, it's for entertainment purposes only. Rap is for entertainment purposes only. Most of these niggas is living a lie. They're not really like that. Enjoy the rap, but don't get caught up. Oh, this guy's so much better. Kendrick Lamar is trash, and this guy's this and that. Nigga, when you get to the top of the cradle, everybody's talented. All these guys are very talented. But like I said before, this beef is truly about 2 people, Drake, Kendrick. Personally, I think Kendrick is going to wash this nigga. But I said in the video, the day of when the song dropped, 7-minute drill, I said it then. Not after I watched 100 videos and let somebody else make me feel a certain way or think a certain way. My own thoughts when I seen it. I said, when he was talking about clutching and all that shit and gun, like, I was like, damn, that ain't even J. Cole. And then at the end of the verse, he said he loved him. I said, shit, you ought to make him lose the battle when he say that. That's how I knew he wasn't serious. That's why the caption says J. Cole says Warner shot in a full-scale war with Kendrick. That mean it was all love from the beginning, and he didn't mean it. And it took a big man to step out there and say, dog, my bad. I let them people influence me, and I really don't have a hateful bone in my body towards you. And everybody like, well, he dissed you first? Not really. He's going after Drake, and you did a song with Drake called First Person Shooter. You was just an innocent bystander. Now, you might have called a little shrap metal, but he was better off saying nothing. But he did, and he's took it back, and it is what it is. Let me see if I can find some of the, where is it? Thought I had the J. Cole where he actually was apologizing. The shit he kind of said in the video. Let's listen.
I moved in a way that I feel bad on. I try to like jab my nigga back and I try to keep it friendly, but at the end of the day, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. So I felt conflicted because I'm like, bro, I know I don't really feel no way, but the world wants to see love. And I got my niggas like, what you gonna do, Cole? I must have had 1,000 missed calls. I can't even answer my shit. Nigga, it's report time. Man, that's the biggest shit I ever did in my fucking life. I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga, I got my chin out. I ain't gonna.
So you give credit. I know it's hard. Everybody says it's weak and stuff, but you got to give him credit for telling you how he truly feel. First, I thought this whole thing might have been kind of scripted, but the way he made that full 360, that turn that fast, this couldn't have been scripted. I think I said it in a video. My true thoughts was I think that shit caught them niggas completely off guard because Kendrick tends to go into a hole and hide for a little while, but not hide, but he just tends to go into his own little bubble. And like, but this time when he went into the bubble, niggas thought, oh, he made his last album wasn't shit. So we could take small pop shots and we could click up and come together and we could do little songs and we can say big three, but it's really, I'm the Muhammad Ali type shit. So he was like, okay, I got you niggas. And especially this motherfucking Canadian milk and coffee half and half ass nigga. I got something for him. So, but like I said, J. Cole, shout out to J. Cole. He got a new album coming out here soon called The Fall Off. I can't wait to hear it. It's probably going to be a fantastic album. Everybody, isn't this the beauty of fanboys? You make something great, they be right back on your jock because they're fans. They're fickle and they're easily moved. one way or the other. But, I most definitely just want to go over this clip, you guys, and give my thoughts and opinion that Drake ain't really like that. He's more of a softy. There ain't nothing wrong with that. He's just a great artist. Like I said, I'm going to still listen to him. I'm going to still listen to Cole. I'm going to still listen to Kendrick. But for some of these guys, it's time to put the fandom down and pick the mandem up. Put the fandom down and pick the mandem up. Because a lot of this bitch energy, it has to go. But, it's all good. Kendrick is kind of like, not Kendrick, but J. Cole is kind of like, just kind of dawned on me, like Boys in the Hood. Remember Boys in the Hood and they had to let the nigga out the car? That's probably going to be on the thumbnail. On the thumbnail, I'm going to put, when the nigga on Boys in the Hood, they let him out the car. That's not a bad thing. Everybody's not like that. Everybody's not Doughboy. Everybody's not ready to ride and shoot and kill, man. That's not everybody's temperament. So on the thumbnail, I will be putting Boys in the Hood when they let him out the car. And watch somebody, you'll see that shit on some big channel, they'll steal my shit here eventually. Y'all might think, oh, this little channel, I didn't make hella thumbnails, hella different shit. People stole that shit. Because my channel's so small, they might hear that shit. Like, oh, that shit was, that is what happened. He did get let out the car. And they let the real riders ride. But, I appreciate you guys tuning in. This has been Sports Life and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel, YouTube's #1 couch detective. I'm here for the news. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. I just took your ass. They let J. Cole out the car ride. Peace.